Hello, dear students. We are now starting with the chapter 4, that is aldehyde and ketones. Aldehyde and ketones both are functional isomers of each other, and they are widely used and available organic compound in nature. The most widely used solvent in industry is acetone, which contain ketonic group. Aldehydes and ketone are also involved in many biological reactions and are used as a starting material in large number of organic syntheses. Formaldehyde, which is the first aldehyde, is required in large quantities in the field of polymer industry. That means aldehyde and ketones, these organic compounds are very useful. So let's discuss about aldehyde and ketones. Now aldehyde and ketones both contain carbonyl group. Now what do you mean by carbonyl group? The group which contain carbon double bond oxygen and like this carbon double bond oxygen and double bond two valencies and remaining. So such functional group is called as carbonyl group, and aldehyde and ketones both have carbonyl group as a functional group, and hence these are considered as a carbonyl compounds. Second thing, there are some more compounds, organic compounds, which also contain carbonyl group. So the first one, it is ketones. Ketones, they contain carbonyl group. You can see in this slide, carbonyl group is shown by green color, while its two valencies are satisfied with different atoms or group of atoms, and we get different organic compounds. So carbonyl group, if its both the valencies are satisfied with R groups, then it is known as ketones. While carbonyl group, if its one valence is satisfied with hydrogen, one valence is satisfied with other valence, hydrogen, R group is attached, then it is known as aldehyde. Carboxylic acid also contain carbonyl group. To this carbonyl group, OH group is attached and R group is attached. So in carboxylic acid, the complete functional group, it is considered as COOH. While in acid chlorides, carbonyl group, it has one chlorine atom and one alkyl group. Esters, they also contain carbonyl group, but to this carbonyl group, instead of OH like carboxylic acid, there is OR. Alkoxy group is attached and one alkyl group. The next class of organic compound is amides. Amides also contain carbonyl group, to which NH2 group is attached as well as alkyl group is attached. So there are various organic compounds which contain carbonyl group. But along with carbonyl group, they also contain some more functional groups. So carboxylic acids, ester, acid chlorides and amides, though they contain carbonyl groups, but they are not considered as a carbonyl compounds. Only aldehyde and ketones, which contain carbonyl group as a main group. So these are considered as a carbonyl compounds, and we are discussing aldehydes and ketones in this chapter. Now aldehydes and ketones, which are also considered as a carbonyl compound, they have general structure like this. I already told you aldehyde and ketones both are the carbonyl compounds because they contain carbonyl group as a functional group. But what is the major difference between aldehyde and ketone? In aldehyde, one valency of carbonyl group or carbon atom is always satisfied with hydrogen. While the other valency, it may be R group, means alkyl group, or it may be hydrogen. Like in formaldehyde, H, C, O, H. As I told you, one valency is always satisfied with hydrogen. As I told you, one valency may be hydrogen or it may be alkyl group. While in ketones, they also contain carbonyl group, but it's both the valencies are satisfied with alkyl groups. Here no hydrogen atom is directly attached to the carbonyl group. And as I told you, aldehyde and ketones both are functional isomer of each other. Their general formula is CnH2n ON. This is their general formula. Now, here I already written their general formula. Now here the R group which is attached to the carbonyl group, it may be alkyl group or it may be aryl group. Alkyl means methyl, ethyl, propyl, and aryl group means it's a benzene. Benzene ring is attached. Okay. Now, so one thing is clear that aldehydes, they can be simply written as RCHO, while ketones, they can be written like this, RCOOR. Now, ketones, they are of two types, because in ketones, two alkyl groups are attached to the carbonyl groups. So it is observed that when both the alkyl or aryl groups attach to the carbonyl group, if they are same, then such ketones are known as simple ketones. For example, here in acetone, this is acetone, in acetone, both the alkyl groups are methyl groups and both are same. So such ketone is known as simple ketone or symmetrical ketone. But here in this second example, you can see to this carbonyl group, two different groups are attached. One is methyl and another is ethyl. That means the two groups are not same. Such ketone is known as a mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. So here the first example, it is of simple ketone or symmetrical ketone, while second example is of mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. Now, before starting with the IUPAC names of aldehydes and ketone, let's see some historical or common name of aldehydes and ketone. Now this CH3COCH3, it is known as acetone. While to this carbonyl group, one methyl and one benzene ring is attached or phenyl group is attached, it is known as acetophenone. These are common names. Here, to the carbonyl group, both the benzene rings are attached. It is known as benzophenone. Now, here, could you please tell me the first one, acetone, whether it is a symmetrical ketone or unsymmetrical or mixed ketone? So you can see here in acetone, both the R groups are same, like CH3, CH3. So it is the example of symmetrical ketone. Similarly, benzophenone is also the example of symmetrical ketone. But acetophenone, it has two different R groups. One is benzene ring and another is alkyl group. So it is the example of mixed ketone or unsymmetrical ketone. So some common name for ketones. Ketones named as a alkyl attachment to the carbonyl group, like ethyl, ethyl, propyl, like this, and Greek letters are used instead of numbers while writing the common name of either aldehyde or ketone. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbering is not given, but Greek letters alpha, beta, gamma, delta are used for the numbering. Now see here the example. We are discussing common name. First we will discuss common name of aldehyde. Now here you can see this is a carbonyl group, and to this carbonyl group 2 R groups are attached. So it is the example of ketone. Now what is the common name of this ketone? It is, to this carbonyl group, one methyl and one this group is attached. This group is isopropyl group. So, and in methyl and isopropyl, don't consider iso. Alphabetically, which comes first, methyl or propyl? Of course, M comes first alphabetically. So its name methyl isopropyl ketone. While writing the common names, there is no need to consider these prefixes. Iso, neo. Don't consider these while considering the alphabetical order. So, though here methyl and isopropyl is there, we need to consider only methyl and isopropyl. So, in both M comes first. So, we are writing methyl isopropyl ketone. See here, next example. Here you can see this is carbonyl group. To this carbonyl group, these two different alkyl groups are attached. So, what is its name? One group which is attached, it is a isopropyl, and here to this group bromo is attached, and bromo is attached to the first carbon. So this is known as alpha. I already told you here 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers are not used, but Greek letters are used. So what will be its name? 1 minute. So it has alpha bromoethyl. This is alpha bromoethyl isopropyl ketone. So in this way, common names of ketones are written. Now what are the IUPAC names of ketones? The rule is E of alkane is replaced with ONE. Like propane, in propane, if 3 carbon compound is there, then we call it as a propane. 3 carbon alkyl group. E of that alkane is replaced by ONE, so it will become propanone. Indicate the position of carbonyl group with number, not with Greek letters but with numbers. They number the chain so that carbonyl carbon has the lowest number. We need to give the numbering either from right side or left side, but we need to give numbering in such a way that carbonyl carbon has the lowest number. For cyclic ketones, the carbonyl carbon is assigned the number 1. We will discuss this when we will consider the example. So here some examples are given, like CH3COCH3. Its name, common name, it is acetone. And what is its IUPAC name? As 3 carbon atoms are there. So it becomes propane. E of propane is replaced with ONE, so propanone. In case of propanone, there is no need to give number to the carbonyl group as it is same from this side as well as this side. It is always 2-propanone. So no need to write, only propanone is sufficient. See the next example. Here, this is the carbonyl group. To this carbonyl group, these two groups are attached. Now we need to start numbering from here because here carbonyl groups come 1 and at second position. There is third carbon and fourth carbon. So it becomes, though its IUPAC in common name is ethyl methyl ketone, but its IUPAC name, it is a 4-carbon ketone. So it is a butanone and carbonyl group is present at second position. So it is a 2-butanone. Next example, here its common name is cyclohexanone. If we consider the cyclic ketone, the lowest number or the first number is given to the carbonyl group. So here we can write down 1 cyclohexanone, but it is always 1 cyclohexanone. So no need to write down one number. Simply we can write down cyclohexanone. So you can see that for this compound, its common name and IUPAC name is same. While the next example, it is of acetophenone, which is its common name. While IUPAC name is, this is a 2-carbon ketone and to the carbonyl group, phenyl group is attached. So it is phenyl ethanone. Phenyl, because it's a 2-carbon only, so it becomes ethanone. And to this carbon, phenyl group is attached, so it's a phenyl ethanone. Some more examples are there, like this. What is its IUPAC name? Again, we need to give the numbering. We will start numbering from here, because from this side, carbonyl group is closer. So it is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it is butanone. And at third carbon atom, methyl group is there. So it is 3-methyl 2-butanone. Another example. Here, it is the cyclohexanone. And to this cyclohexanone, bromine is attached. Always give the one number in the cyclic ketone. There carbonyl group is attached. We need to give 1, then 2 and 3 because from this side it is closer. So it is 3-bromocyclohexanone. Here again numbering we need to start from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So at third carbon methyl group, fourth carbon hydroxy group and second carbon it is a ketone. So it is 4-hydroxy 3-methyl 2-butanone. Okay. So in this way we can write down the IUPAC names as well as common name of aldehyde. Further part we will discuss in next video.